So let's do this. 13 minutes and counting.
Potential TX on GC. Draft orders with exhaustion box on GC.
Good morning. What's going to happen this morning?
Potential TX.
That is the big question. Mhm.
Draft orders with exhaustion box on ES.
All right, now we're selling off a little bit on ES here. Obviously, this is waiting on the numbers. 7 minutes to go. Hey, Carlos. Good morning. Yeah, I'm a little bit early today because I wanted to be live for these CPI numbers. They're, I mean, this should be pretty insane. The market should move pretty crazy this morning. Obviously, I won't be trading it, but I like to watch it. I like to watch it go. This morning early, this was a couple minutes ago, I almost pulled a trigger on this trade. This pullback to the EMA right here. My entry would have been like 72.85. Would have had a nice move, but it was still kind of early and I wasn't really ready yet. Oh, wow. You're from Lithuania? Sorry, I mispronounced that. Lithuania? Oh, my word. I'm tongue tied. Ah, that is so cool. You're almost done with the work for the today. That is so cool. Well, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Wow. Okay, so it's 1524. Okay. That's crazy. We live in a big world, right? We live in a big world. Sometimes it feels like we live in a small world. All right, 3 minutes to go. Till liftoff or a crash, who knows? I don't know what to expect on these numbers, to be honest. I don't really have an opinion one way or the other. My prediction is the market's going to move pretty crazy. I think we're going to see spikes above. If we go up, we're going to see spikes that go above 4160. And if we see spikes down, I think we're going to go below 4100. Who knows? Maybe it won't even be a market mover. Sometimes that happens. Goes up and down and then ends up right where it was.
Potential TX on ES. Potential double TX on ES.
All right, my alerts are just gonna get turned off. Wait, that's awesome, Orestes. That's awesome. Well, welcome to the channel. Not done with work yet. So 1524, that would be 3 o'clock, almost 3:30, right? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Usually the work around, yeah, what, I have another hour to go, something like that. I know, Corollas. I know. I'm like blown away by the support and how fast the channel's growing. Like, I feel very humbled by it, really, to be honest. It's crazy. I started this channel. I honestly thought I might never get more than 50 subscribers. I was, you know, I didn't really expect, I guess I didn't really have expectations, which I guess is good, but my main goal was just to journal my trades, and I wanted to have a professional looking channel at least. And then just, I wanted to talk through my thought process when I'm in a trade, because it really helps me when I go back and I review my trading. It helps me so I can know what I'm thinking when I'm in that trade. So that's really helped. Like every night I'll go back and I'll just scroll through the live stream, and I'll find when I was in a trade, and I'll just watch I'll watch, a little bit before I enter. And I always try and give an explanation for my entries. Also just so that it helps me. Okay, here we go. Numbers are out. We are initial spike up, but now coming down a little bit. Oh dear. Interesting. Doesn't feel like it wants to come back down though. This is just a little pullback. I believe we're going higher. We're at 41, pushing up to 41.50. Not crazy volatile at the moment. It's actually not too bad. All right, can we break through 41.50 here, or are we going to pull back? Not quite as big of a move as I thought it would be, to be honest, which we're not done yet. Still time. But it does feel like this is just going to push higher. See if we can get through 41.50. Doesn't. Failed again. Now pulling back a little bit. Has not been able to get through the 41.50. A little surprising. All right, here we go. Maybe now. Yep, there's shot through 41.53 high. Now pulling back. Can you imagine being in the trade with the market moving like this? Talk about be a little bit too exciting for me. All right, we're just going to stuck here at 41.50. Not the fact that we're not seeing like a big pullback. We would, and a move like this, that to me is pretty bullish. I think this could be what were the actual numbers? I'm not even curious what the actual numbers were. All right, now pulling back a little bit. And there's no more really important news coming out. Obviously, today we have crude oil inventories at 10:30. That's something to always watch when trading crude oil. So let's make sure we don't do anything crazy there. Here, crude oil made a double top. I don't know if you guys, those that remember what yesterday. So this double top right here and here, and now we have a triple top test of this 7370. It's failed, basically 1, 2, 3. This is the fourth time it's failed to push through this 7370 area. So pretty heavy resistance right on, at this level for crude oil. Now, usually resistance after 3-4 tries, usually it'll break through. Usually it'll have like a micro pullback and then it will shoot through it, but we'll see. And now we're just kind of hanging out here, 41.48. I mean, this is not really that crazy of a move, to be honest. We basically went up to the prior day kind of lows. Not really lows, I guess. Closer to the highs, I guess. Middle of the range. So now, are we going to pull back? Bigger leg up? Definitely a possibility. I mean, it's interesting, like on this pullback, we did pull back to the 14 EMA. Now we're pushing above, like right here could be an entry, 41.49. Feel like I want to let it settle down a little bit yet before I enter a trade. But right here, this pullback could have been an entry here, but could see a lot of whipsawing yet here like this. Now pulling back again. Hey, Aqua, good morning. How we doing? So it was 4.9. Yeah, then I mean you'd think we'd go higher, but who knows? I mean, we are going higher. But is it going to be a nice uptrend day? I guess we'll find out. Kind of makes me think it will be nice uptrend day like this. But if you look here, we've got a lot of congestion here in this, like 41, even 41.60 to 41.45 is, we've got to get through that. Like we have to break through 41.60, 61. Once we break through that, then I can see us having a nice run up to, 41.80, 4,200 even. But we have to make it through this 4162 area first. And that might be a little bit of a struggle. Might see a lot of chop again to get through that. Or we just blow through it. Obviously, if we just blow through that, then we should have no problem getting to 4180. In my opinion. I've only been wrong 95% of the time the last 2 weeks, so you'd have a pretty good shot. Just fade me. The last 2 weeks, people just faded me, man. That's actually probably why my channel's been growing the way it has. It's not like people are like, wow, if I just fade this guy, it's like printing money. I'll just fade this guy all day long and it's free money. So if someone's caught on to that, congrats. I'm happy for you. See here, so like I was saying on oil is really like technical trading. And this trend line here, I don't know how I missed this yesterday, but I had my trend line and at about 130. Actually, that's why I wasn't here. We broke this trend line right here, and as soon as we broke it, we've had this nice rip up to the 73.70s. Now, the 73.70 has been an area of resistance it's tried, 1, 2, this is the fourth leg we're trying to break through this 73.70 that we failed. So kind of interesting here on oil. What are we gonna have a nice uptrend? Are we gonna, we're pulling back right here to this EMA. Like I was saying earlier, right here, this pullback right off of this support. I wasn't quite ready yet to do my trading this morning. But right here I was looking at it at my chart. I just opened my chart and I was just going through and just kind of getting ready for my trading. When I saw this setup right here, I just wasn't really ready to take a trade yet, but that would have been an entry and would have been a really nice move. But obviously I would have had to get out around here because this is trading the news, which isn't allowed. Hey, Nicola, good morning. How we doing? Let's have a good day, everybody. Don't tilt, don't revenge trade. Stay focused on the plan. This is me talking to myself, and that way you guys can hear it as well. But stick to your plan today, and don't revenge trade, don't go on tilt, don't overtrade. Those 3 things. And we're going to have a good day. Even though I've been losing the last 2 days, like the reason that I feel okay with my trading the last 2 days was just because I haven't done any of those 3 things. Traded my plan, I stuck to my strategy, and the last 2 days were just bad market conditions for my strategy, and I need to realize that when that's happening and just not trade, I guess. So, hey, thank you, Nicola. I appreciate it. So right here on ES, we are making new highs. Again, it has respected this EMA really well. I am expecting this to keep pushing higher. If we see here the 41, like I was saying, pushing through 4163 really is what will be important. If we can just, get through that even pre-market before we open, I think that will be even more bullish. And we might see a little pullback at the open, but kind of expecting this just to keep going higher today. So I'm going to try and look for a good entry on a pullback and just ride this wave. And yeah, obviously this would have been sweet to get in on right here, but there we go. We've already pushed through 4160, 4163. We're at 4164 now. So, man, if you got on this train, that's awesome. I hope someone did. 4165. Now we're seeing this pull back a little bit, but definitely we will look now for a pullback entry. If we can get a pullback to even the 14 EMA, usually on strong moves like this, I might not get an entry for 21, so I will use the 14 EMA as an entry, but we'll wait and see. And hopefully we don't get faked out like we have the last 2-3 days. Let's just have a continuation. I was hoping this to pull back a little bit more, but I'm not going to chase it either. I'm going to wait, be patient. Sometimes it happens, like when it rips so hard, like I literally don't get a chance to enter. And that's also kind of frustrating. Now, I have in the past where I'll just like a breakout here and I'll just enter on a market order and basically try and ride the wave. Not a huge fan of doing that. Not a huge fan of doing that just because like it's ripped against me. Like it feels like you have momentum, but then as soon as you enter a trade, it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And then all momentum's gone. So just being patient here. There's a pop. It's like this is the only, we're not getting more of a pullback on this leg at least. This feels like we're going higher. Again, we've pushed through 4163, but even 4165, like the longest wick on this resistance is like 4165, 4166. So probably wait, till we get through that area, which I really don't see. I don't expect this not to keep moving up. I wanted to watch gold. Gold's got to be. So that's something that I always find interesting. So on that news pop, gold, ES spiked and gold spiked. Interesting. All right, here's oil. Is it going to try and break through this 73.70 area? It's kind of trying to make another leg up, but struggling a little bit. This is interesting. So we tried to make a new high here, and we failed. Now pulling back. If we pull back below this 41.59, then it causes a little bit of concern. Definitely want to be patient. Hey, let's go, Aqua. Pass your eval? That's awesome. what happens next? Pretty simple. You usually around 7 o'clock tonight. Have you passed, or do you have the 7 trading days as well? If you do, then usually around, sometimes I get the email around 7 o'clock. I know around 6 o'clock, like between 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock, Apex goes through all of the accounts and they basically update all the balances. And then if you've passed an evaluation account anywhere between 7 o'clock and it's gone as late as 10 o'clock at night. Oh, nice. Awesome. It's gone as late as like 10 o'clock at night, but then, yeah, just look for an email. You'll actually get 2 emails. And the one email is basically a DocuSign. I think they use it. It's not DocuSign, but it's something similar. And hey, low and slow, that's awesome. That is the way to do it. But you basically get 2 emails once you're qualified. Then you need to log into make sure you're logged into Apex, and it'll say that in the email. But first, just open a browser tab and log into your Apex account, and then go to your email. And then usually, you can click on, there's a link, and it will take you to pay for either your monthly or your one-time fee, whichever one that you choose. And then you also need to click on I think it's Panda Docs. You'll get an email from Panda Docs. So then you click on the Panda Docs, and you just have, you have to sign the document, which basically, I think it asks for your social security number or your LLC, your name, and then you have to sign and date it. You can do it all online, submit it, and just hit finish. Once you've done that, you're going to get a couple emails saying that so-and-so funded account is basically, it'll give you the funded account number, and it'll tell you that it is now ready to trade. And it's basically as simple as that. Usually, after you sign the paperwork and you pay for the funded account, usually within like 10 minutes, you'll get an email saying that, hey, here's your funded account, and then you're ready to roll. You are ready to roll. But that's awesome, Aqua. Awesome. Oh, wow. So we did push through this. We did push through. We did make new highs. This would have been a second entry long right here. Definitely would have, yeah. Could have been a nice move, but just not enough of a pullback for me. Though it's tempting for me when we see like basically news related stuff where it's pulling back to the EMA, or it's not really pulling back all the way to the EMA, but it's still a micro pullback. I can make exceptions, but that spike down is a little bit concerning. A lot of people got trapped right there. All right, let's see what the sniper chart is looking like. I do want to pay more attention to the sniper chart on ES the last couple days when it was trading. So again, at the end of the day, I go back and a couple things that I do. I look at all my trades that I took, just evaluate myself, my thought process. I evaluate why I entered a trade. And again, last couple days, I was not that upset with any of my entries. But, okay, so now we made it pull back right to this 14 EMA. Don't really have a good entry point. I'm not going to take this. I'm going to wait. But then I also go through on my sniper chart, and I'll just scroll back through the day and every signal that I get for a long or a short, and I'll evaluate each signal to kind of see if it would have worked out, and then also taking note of what kind of symbol or signal that it was. So it's definitely ES the last couple of days when we were trading in that range. We actually had, like, those signals were very good. Not all of them, but I think where did I somewhere it was like a 75% that the signals would have resulted in at least a 10 tick target. So mentally, something I'm going to put at the back of my head now, on maybe on just rangy days, I scrap my pullback entry strategy, because I think it's been proven that doesn't work. But on those days, I focus on my sniper chart, and my entries, just have my entries based off of that. So I don't know, something that I've noticed. Okay, now here we would have an entry. Ooh. Hey, Speed Racer, welcome. You're welcome, Aqua. Congrats, take it slow and steady. Just treat it the same way you did your eval. I hope it starts out better than what my funded account trading did. I really do. This is interesting here. Definitely could justify an entry right here. I'm a little bit hesitant because of, like, so this move here was one of those just 3-point spike downs where we just completely, that always makes me nervous to go long when I see that. And my intuition is telling me that we might make a little bit more of a pullback here. So I'm gonna wait. And it's also only 9 o'clock. There's no rush. I want to check crude oil again. Okay, we did make new highs now, and we didn't just shoot through this resistance. We kind of poked our head above resistance and looked around, and then we went back down. So curious if we can make it push higher here. And gold just kind of hanging out at the highs, surprisingly. But very interesting. ES, look, yeah, here we go. We might make it push higher, push to new highs. That definitely could happen. Can we make it to 41.70? Of what time it allows you to trade? You can trade all day, all night. The only time that you cannot have an open trade, so and this is in Eastern time, so I guess whatever time zone you're in, you have to do the math on it. But Eastern Standard Time, 5 o'clock is when the markets close, so you have to be out of a trade at 4:59. Okay, and then the markets open again. This is the futures market. The markets open again at 6 o'clock. So basically at 6:01, you can enter a trade again. So you can basically trade 23 hours a day if you want to. And that's on evaluation accounts and funded accounts. You can trade after hours all through the night if you want. All right, so here we are pulling back a little bit again. I definitely could have entered it on this trade. I would have had my target price would have hit, but we did fail to make actually new highs. Pulling back here now. Are we gonna? Is this just another pullback entry? Makes me a little nervous when this leg failed, but this was the first attempt. So if we pull back here and then make another attempt, doesn't allow you to trade at the open. Oh, they would be incorrect. No, you can trade at 9:30. Evaluation accounts, there's zero restrictions. You can trade the news, whatever you want. The only restrictions on a funded account is you can't trade the news. But you can trade at the open. Yeah, that's not a problem. You'd think we'd at least make a move here for 4170. Seems like it's just a matter of, are we going to pull back more before we try for that? 9 o'clock now with 30 minutes till the open. I'll be right back. Hmm. All right, we are pulling back a little bit here. Have not we tried once, twice here to make new to push through this 4169 and failed. Very interesting. All right, this is interesting here. Do I enter on this signal now? I think I have to. I mean, this matches all my criteria. All right, we're basically looking to push and make new highs here. Push, baby, push. No. I'm not going to let this go against me too much. Try and secure some profits here. Seems a little flat.
Target filled.
All right, at least, okay, now I'm going to give it room to run. And hopefully, yeah, hopefully we can make new highs and get a runner going, but just seems a little sluggish. But if we can push through these up to, we should see a nice spike if we can push through this, but it's feeling top heavy. It doesn't feel like it wants to push through. Yeah. Just not seeing the seeing the buying here that we need to get that push above. Trying to be patient, but also with how everything's been going, I'm trying to just get a little bit of a win under my belt. Definitely not seeing a move like we saw on these pullbacks. Just seems kind of sluggish. This would be the be the failed third attempt to try and push through this, but we are, it's 908, so that could also be part of it. All right, I'm just going to get out. No need, I don't know. Shouldn't take that long to make that push, make that move up. I'm just going to secure a tiny bit of profit and look for my next leg up. I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait till after 9:30. Wait till after 9:30. But the fact that it's not pulling back more, I don't know. I feel like we definitely have a setup for a day where we just do the slow grind up. So I need to tell myself to be patient on those moves, because a lot of times, on a day like that, when you don't see a huge pullback, to just, hey, hang in there and take your profits and then re-enter. Take your profits and re-enter. But yeah, we failed again to make new highs. Very interesting.
CFTC. Trap orders with exhaustion.
Small trade. I guess a win is a win. I guess we consider that a winning trade. It's more or less break even. But I'm okay with it. I just don't like. It's just moving very slowly all of a sudden. Kind of would be surprised if we wouldn't see more of a pullback, like down like 4160 area before 9:30. But obviously I'm not going to short this. That is one thing that I have definitely gotten better at, and I'm proud of myself. I used to be like on slow up grinding days. I had such a hard time with that, and I don't know why my mind was like a contrarian type of trader when there was a slow grind up. When there's a nice move down, I have no issue just getting on the train and riding the trend. But for some reason, when it's a slow grind up, I would just look for areas to short. And any little pullback, I interpret as there's the top and I'm going to ride this to the bottom kind of mentality. And that is such a toxic mentality to have. And the thing that got me to get over that was recording myself and watching it back, because watching it back, it looks like such an idiot move, and it is. So that really kind of got me out of that mode. But here we go. Are we going to push through now? Are we going to make it past 4169? We might. Could have held that a little bit longer. Part of it is just, I was just not in the mood I wanted to start off with a winning trade, even if it's a small one. it mentally, I need that. Also, I don't know, yeah, might have noticed I sized down my contracts from 5 to 4 for the day. Just, yeah, decided it, let's wait to scale up until we actually start seeing some progress. Okay, here we go. Are we going to push up? The feeling once we push above this, it's going to be a nice move, but I was kind of expecting more of a pullback here before the open, but it might not happen. Here we go. Yep, there she blows. 4170 incoming. $41.70, just hit it. Now, are we going to push through that? Keep going. There we go, 41.70, 50. $41.71. Oh man. 41.72. Man, I should have just held that. Been more patient. Obviously, in hindsight, something we'll review. Right. Oh, hey, Matthew, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. No, I agree. Price action matters, but this price action failing and after the 4th attempt is what had me concerned. Obviously, yeah, I was looking for this move here, but yeah, obviously. It's great advice in hindsight. Now we're pulling back again. We shall wait and see. We are 15 minutes from the open, so kind of curious what we're going to do at the open. Is it just going to rip higher right at the open, or are we going to see more of a pullback and then move higher? I do expect it to move higher, but kind of hoping we see a little bit of a pullback first. But we will wait and see. Now we pull back right to this 41.69 level again. Definitely, I assume it's just because it's waiting for the open, but this definitely isn't isn't the momentum that we're looking for as far as a move up. We're selling off on gold now. I was kind of wondering about that move where ES was making new highs and gold was just kind of kept hanging out. Oil, again, stuck its head above a little bit, but definitely not a breakout. Now it's pulled back again. All right, ES now pulled back down below this EMA. Makes me think we might come back down this 4160 range before the open, and then we'll see. But and this is kind of what I was expecting on this price action. Like the price action right here, failing to make new highs. I mean, I know we did push through then, but it was kind of the last attempt that the bulls made on this run anyway. And which I like this. I like this pullback because hopefully give a little better entry. I'm still expecting this to keep going higher, but do want to be careful. We have seen many times the recent weeks that this can rip all the way down to here again. It definitely can. No, I don't want to get too aggressive. There we go, 4162s. This is kind of the area that I would, if it's going to find support to bounce, it's going to be right here.
GC. Potential double TX on GC.
That might be the bounce here that it was looking for. 4162s. If we weren't at the open, like 10 minutes from the open, this would be attempting to, not this entry, but on this pullback to enter again for a try at higher highs. Yeah, right here would be the entry on this pullback. It's honestly very tempting to take this, but I'm not going to. This might be the pullback that it needs to just make a move higher, but ugh, it's very tempting. I'm glad I did not take that. Doesn't look as good
Potential
now.
TX on GC. Potential TX on CL. Potential TX on GC.
Yeah, that was definitely a fake out. Man, I'm glad I stayed away from that. And we have trapped orders here. I think it's just resting until the open. All right, pulling back to 41.61 now. 5 minutes to go.
Potential TX on GC. Potential double TX on GC. Potential TX on ES.
All right, here's the move. This is also very tempting to get in on, but 2 minutes from open.
GC.
It's going to make me really sad if this is the move we go higher. And we do it right at the open. I don't trade the open. Don't want to start making rules or changing my rules for this day. The other thing that makes me a little bit nervous, but not, if this was, is the fact that we're below this EMA, but I'm not that concerned about that just because of the trend and the moves that we made currently. One minute to go. Yes, 1 minute and 45 seconds. All right, pulling back here now again. What does this market want to do? Don't tell me that was just one big fake out to the upside and it's going to rip it lower. Don't do that. That would make me sad.
Potential TX on CL.
All right, we're open. Pulling back again. What are we doing? What are we doing here, folks?
Trap orders with exhaustion box on CL.
We have trap. Okay, I'm gonna.
Orders with exhaustion box on ES.
Order canceled. Orders to.
Okay, we're going in.
Potential TX on GC.
Order filled.
Okay, let's go, boys. Push it. Rip it. This is what we're looking for. Keep my stop right. Yeah, don't. Come on, keep going.
Trap
Keep
orders with
going.
Exhaustion box on GC.
There we go. Rip it. Need a big. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Moving my stop now to there. I'm just going to trail this. Keep ripping, buddy. Yeah. I want to trail it tight, but I do also want to give it room to run. Oh, my. Never mind. Okay.
Order filled.
I hate it when it does that. So I have to go back and look at that replay, but
Potential double TX on ES.
it basically it'll stop me out on my parent account,
TX on CL.
but then I still have positions open on my micro contracts. But then what happens is all these micro contracts are still live, but I don't actually have an ATM strategy currently for those accounts. And I can't, it's like this loop. So I can't actually, like the best way to close them is I just right click and go flatten everything. That's the best way then to close those.
Potential TX on GC. Trap
We got a little bit of a runner. Got a little bit unlucky there with, I had my stop right here and we just spiked down and hit my stop, but I'm okay with it. hey, it's still a nice start to the day. Now this pullback is right off of this EMA. I mean, right here would be another entry. I don't think I'm going to take it. I'm just going to absorb this a little bit more before I just dive right into another trade. Man, this is the good setup again. I should just pull the trigger here. Now I'm gonna be patient. Let's just chill out for a tad. Again, this move, I mean, that was a nice move to catch, but we failed to make new highs here, which that's really what I was hoping for. Basically, now we're just selling off again. Glad I didn't enter there. That would have been a fake. That was a fake out. But on this move up, like this is exactly what I wanted to see, but then we just stalled, failed to make new highs. So we might go a little bit sideways here. We might come down, test this 4161 area again. Still looking for that we're going to make newer highs. And if we look at the longer time frame here, I'm really looking for it to like 4180. That's the magic number for me today. I really feel like we're going to make it up to 4180 today. So we will just be patient and keep watching for a good entry.
Potential TX on GC. Potential SLZ on GC.
Okay, here we go. Oh. Okay. Now we're pulling down again, pulling back again. This makes me nervous. As far as my thesis, I mean, the market can do whatever it wants. But it makes me second guess that we are going to test this 4180 at some point today. Now we're selling off pretty significantly. Very interesting here. I mean, this right here, this was a major fake out to the upside here. A lot of longs got trapped right there. That makes me feel those little things like psychologically and mentally where just, I mean, yeah, I'm happy with my trading so far. I mean, yeah, in hindsight, could have taken more profit here, but the way this price action was going right here, that's why I got out. The price action was not what I was looking for on a move higher. Now we did end up getting it, but I'm okay with getting out. But then here, caught this move, and then we avoided this fake out, and we avoided this fake out. So that makes me feel good. Baby steps, baby steps. But this pullback is concerning for the bulls. This is very concerning for the bulls, this sell-off. To the point, this is when I like to use my retracements. I mean, I guess we could go to the low of the session. This is when, like right here at 41.47 would be a 50% retracement from the highs. That's when I kind of change my stance on, you know, down to the 50% retracement. Obviously, we have VWAP here. I'm still cautiously bullish, but once we sell off through here, then that's a different. Okay, here we go. We're just selling off hard now. This is, I mean, maybe it'll bounce here on the VWAP, but this is a big move. This is almost a 20-point sell-off here. I mean, I see here we got quite a variety of fills on that exit. Well, wow, there we go. Now we're at the 50% retracement.
Potential TX on C.
Man, this is major sell-off here. We have okay, I'm definitely changing my obviously just sitting on my hands for now. This is pretty crazy. Who knows? Maybe it just retraced to the 50% and now we're going higher. Doesn't look like it. Down we go. We are not done selling here. There it is. Now I'm starting to just think about like this type of sell-off, any micro pullback, and just enter on a micro pullback and write it down. That's a major sell-off. The 4 hour. Yeah, we're basically selling off right down into this congested chop fest that we've been in the last couple days, which I do not like. Hey, futures, no futures. That's awesome. Yeah, I wasn't looking for a short up here, but man, if someone caught it, like even the break below this 41.60 could have been a really nice ride, but I was not looking for a short. Now we're seeing our first bounce, but this might just be a little pullback. People taking profit. Who knows?
Trap orders with exhaustion box on ES.
definitely just sitting on my hands on this move. Because this market is crazy. This could just as easily reverse right back up to where we were. Do one of those V-shaped reversals that we've seen a lot of.
Exhaustion box on CL.
I need to check something. Here we go. Is this a bounce or is this a pullback? But basically here at the open, we moved up at the open. We bounced at the open, but it was just, that was to trap the buyers. It was a long, that's a big move. Hey, we are green, no futures. That's right. We are about $70 green per account. Hey, the way it's been going the last couple of weeks, that I'll take it. I will take it. Honestly, I'm just as happy that I didn't get trapped in this second entry long right here. Like this here was a really good setup for my strategy. I didn't take it because I just finished with this trade and I don't like going back to back on entries. I just don't like doing that. I have done it in the past, but I just like to take a little breather. That's why I was not in this trade, but this was a major fake out and just hard sell off. So very thankful I didn't get trapped there. Very happy with just taking this trade. So this is very interesting now. This right here. I'm not going to take it because I just don't trust it. And I know it's because I'm gun shy. It's like, it's one of those things where but basically an entry short would be right here at 41.46. And I'm just not going to take it. I don't trust it. We've had too many of these V-shaped reversals and fake outs here that we could, like right there's my entry, boom. And look at that. Now it's not going to be a fake out. It would have been a nice entry, but I'm okay with it. But here we go. Are we going to make new lows? And it's being a little sluggish on the sell-off. Fair value gets shorted. Yeah, awesome. No, when we failed here to make new highs on this leg up, like that definitely is more of a bearish signal, and I can definitely see people switching to like a bearish mode right here. And if you switch to a bearish mode, then technically, like right here would be your entry short. So, I mean, I can definitely see that. We're basically the EMA is going sideways after a big move up. I could definitely see the reasoning for a short here. I was a little bit biased this morning, and I'm sometimes okay to be biased, but just look at the price action and then have the ability to change your bias if you're wrong. But basically right here on this move up, I was obviously biased to the bullish side. But once we failed to make new highs here, and And then once we sold, especially once we sold through here, the 41.61, I definitely could understand going short right here. Would have been a, and maybe that was what you did, but that would be basically short here and then write it down. My price target would have probably been around the 41.49, but we did end up missing this entry to the short side. This would be a nice move, but that's what happens when you have 6 losses in a row on your setups. You start to question your setups and the all right, I'm gonna get rid of that, but it is what it is. Now we're gonna try and make another pullback.
Exhaustion box on C now. Potential TX on ES. Potential elevator on C now.
How many tries or how long it took to pass to get all of these accounts? So I kind of did it in different stages. I actually would have to go back and look. To get my last 12 accounts funded, I mean, that was more just lucky, not lucky maybe, but my last 12 accounts that I got funded, I only had, basically I was 12 for 12 on those, or was it 11? I think I might have had 9 funded accounts at the time, so that would have been 11. So my last 11 accounts, I passed on 11 evaluations, but my first 9, I want to say I had 52 evaluations. So 52, or it was 52 to 60 range. And I was bad. So I bought a lot of evaluations on the 80% discount, obviously, and I just I didn't take them seriously enough, and I YOLO'd way too many of them, and I blew a lot of evaluation accounts just to get 9 accounts funded. It was actually it was sad. And I was forming bad habits by how I was passing those. Even the 9 accounts that I got funded, that I passed, really wasn't like I was trading really that well. I just went through a phase where I was like, I'm just going to throw, based on my theory, I'm going to YOLO a lot, and eventually I'll pass some. But I reevaluated, and I'm like, you know what? This is terrible. It's terrible habits. It's just terrible trading. And yeah, I oversized a lot. Like, I still traded my strategy, but I just over leveraged way too high.
Potential double TX on G.
So that's actually kind of the main reason I started my YouTube channel, or I started this channel, was I'm like, okay, I'm going to take this seriously now. And kind of the way to do that was to basically live stream everything and journal my trading and everything. And I went on a hot streak. Like I've been saying before, like kind of as soon as I went live and I went on YouTube, those first 2 weeks, I mean, I had red days, but I was seeing the market well and my strategy was working. I was also doing a lot of intuition type entries, so it just seemed like everything was working. And I passed 12. I think I went 12 for 12 to finalize my journey. Then we get to the funded accounts, and I just couldn't have a winning day for the life of me. So such is life. But ISO King, thanks for tuning in. I I don't remember seeing your name before, so if you're new, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. It's been crazy how much we've grown, and absolutely crazy. Been very humbling. Just the growth we've seen is awesome. I really, really appreciate it. Also, I didn't mention yesterday anything, but I kind of glossed over this on Apex's announcements, but probably because I almost never worry about giveaways and stuff like that because I never, ever win giveaways. Like, I just don't. So, but they are giving away, so it's kind of two phases. They're giving away 20 funded 100K accounts. So basically, if you, if you're new and you sign up and you buy an evaluation account, that is one entry into the prize pool. If you buy 10, that's 10 entries. Okay. So it's for the month of May. So however many evaluation accounts you buy, you get an entry into, I guess, the prize pool. And then I think at the end of the month, they will do a drawing, and they're giving away 20 funded accounts, basically 20 of the 100K funded accounts, and they come with the lifetime fee paid. So it's not like it's the monthly fee where if you get the account, you win, you still have to pay the monthly fee. No, it has the lifetime fee paid. So you really do get a paid funded account completely for free. And as long as you don't blow it, you can have it for the lifetime of, I guess, to eternity. So that's pretty cool. Then for the final drawing, they're going to give one lucky person will get 10 of the $100,000 fund accounts with the lifetime fees, everything paid. So the one lucky winner will get 10 lifetime funded, basically funded and ready to go. 10 100K accounts. Crazy. All right, here we are on ES now pushing above EMA. Is this the rounded bottom? We're going to try for this high again? I don't know. But we might. But anyway, I thought I kind of glossed over that, but that's pretty cool promotion. The other thing that they're doing for affiliates, and I haven't really seen anyone else talk about this, but I think it's pretty awesome. So for the affiliate program, and I don't know, maybe a lot of you are affiliates as well, but if you're not, basically, the affiliate program, if you click on my link and you use the SAVE80 code, then the affiliates will get, oh man, now I forget, I think 10% commission off of that. If I have it right, man, I don't want to be wrong, but I think that's right. So they will, that's how you can support this channel, support me. If you do that, I really appreciate it. If you don't do it and you just sign up, whatever, it's not like I'm making a living off this, but it's still helps support the channel, no doubt. Okay, here we go, just pushing higher.
Potential TX on C now.
Okay, this is a nice move up here. But is it for real or is this just... I'm not taking nothing. I'm just chilling. Okay, what was I saying? Oh, the affiliate. So they're running a promotion for affiliates where it's kind of complicated to explain, but like my monthly affiliates, like for example, like the month of April, I think my total affiliates was like, I think it was like $31, something like that. So basically, whatever your affiliates amount was for the month of April, they take that, and now for any percentage that you can get more for the month of May, they will give you that percentage on top of your affiliates as a bonus. So for example, for the month of May, let's say, just for argument's sake, on the month of May, I have $60 in affiliate commissions. That's 50% more than what I had in April. So they will give me a 50% bonus for my total commissions in May, if that makes sense. So that's pretty cool that Apex is doing, kind of promoting, or I guess rewarding the affiliate program, because obviously they don't do any advertising. Their growth is almost 100% from the affiliate program, which is cool. Anyway,
Track orders with
just
exhaustion
thought I'd
box
share.
on C now. Elevator on C now.
All right, this does start to feel like one of those V-shaped reversals. Man, oh man. It's just insane. Are we actually going to go back up to the highs? This market, I tell you what. But the market is never wrong. I keep having to remind myself of that constantly. Here's crude oil. Man, look at this pullback. Ooh, what a nice trade that would be again. I wanted to short this double, triple top. Nicola, you'll remember this has been a kind of thorn in my side, but I haven't pulled the trigger. I'm glad I didn't, but it has failed to push above this range. This basically 73.80. Oh, let's go, Aqua. Oh, did you get it on that move up on the ES? I assume. Hey, virtual high five. Let's go. That's awesome. Such a good feeling. Such a good feeling when you're passing evals left and right. I love it. Gold had a major sell-off. Pulled back a little bit. Now it's selling off again.
Track orders with exhaustion box on GC.
Wow, we're just going higher here. Now I'm curious what kind of retracement we're at here. So we just pushed above the 50% from high to low here. Interesting. Yeah, on NQ. Hey, that's awesome. Awesome. Obviously, you and NQ, you get along way better than I do. Oh, there we go, ripping higher. Unbelievable. This is what I was afraid of on this move right here. I didn't take this, I didn't take my setup right here. Right here, this is why. I've seen too many of these the last couple weeks. That on the initial, like on a big sell-off, it used to be like once it would rest and pull back a little bit, like that entry used to be like one of my like A++ setups. Because you'd almost always see a continuation down to new lows. But the last 2-3 weeks, we've seen way too many where it will sell off. It might pull back a little bit, but then rip on higher and just make this big V shape. Now on this move, we would have had a really nice, we made new lows. We would have gotten out, would have had a nice move, but that stuff, like the market conditions can change. And if they change, we have to adapt. If the market is telling us our strategy is no longer working, like I feel like it's kind of been happening to me, we do need to be open to changing our strategy, or at least being mindful of what's going on. Hey, Aqua. Let's knock on wood first. Hey, Aqua, good luck. And hey, congrats on passing your evals. Go do something fun. Go reward yourself. Whatever you like doing, go do it. You deserve it. Take a break. And hopefully, yeah, we're green right now, but I'm not I'm not going to be, I'm just waiting until if another setup does come up, I want to take it. Hopefully hopefully this will be the start of the turnaround. Don't look at the chart, bro. Man, look at that rip higher. And he keeps doing these like I call these the micro pullbacks. When these micro pullbacks happen, it's usually just this straight line up. But it's so hard for me to justify entries. Obviously, in hindsight, it's like, yeah, just enter on momentum. And I have done that, but it's a risky trade I'm not willing to take. Hey, see you tomorrow, Aqua. Been a long 15 days. Amen. Hey, have a good one. Appreciate your support and congrats on your day. Awesome. See a little bit more of a pullback here. I want to keep checking oil. Oil also has this interesting kind of double bottom here where we consolidated a ton yesterday, right here in the 72.40 range. We've kind of broke out of that range here, but we could definitely make another move up to these highs. Here we go. ES ripping higher again. Man.
Potential TBS on GC. Potential TX.
Oh boy, here we go. So this would be a long entry right here. Probably be a good entry to wait till we are above this EMA. Wow, it's a big sell-off on oil.
Orders with exhaustion box on C now. Potential TX on GC. Potential double TX on GC. Trap.
Man, a lot of alerts
exhaustion
going off.
box on ES. Potential TX on ES.
Yeah, I don't like this price action. This feels like if, yeah, this, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I need to make a phone call. I'm gonna make a phone call, so I'll be on mute. Oh, Jetty. Hey, Steve. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I hate when I do that. I was on mute all this time. Are you kidding me? I hate it. Thanks for letting me know, Jedi Trader. Steve, sorry, I wasn't looking at chat. Oh, my stars. It's my pet peeve. I need a signal, like something that red flashes that I'm on mute, so I see it. Anyway, I'm trying to remember when I was last talking. I know I had to make a phone call. Okay, I can find out. When did I make that call? 10:12. I made that call. So 40 minutes, I was just talking to myself. Basically, right here, I made the call and we sold off. Boom, boom. So right here was very tempting to go short. I didn't because the consolidation here, and I mean, technically, I just didn't. Yeah, with the consolidation and everything, this would have been a better breakout trade than a pullback trade. But you could have justified entering right here, obviously in hindsight for a short, but just this move here, just that was a really nice move. Could have had an entry, but again, after this big move, I wasn't sure this, this could have just been a pullback. And when we made this pullback here and this move here, there's right there would have been an entry. A lot of longs got trapped right there, and then we just sold off hard. Kind of interesting price action today. At least we're seeing price action. Unlike yesterday, the last couple days have just been nothing but a chop fest. But I mean, obviously today I was hoping today with this big move up, and my bias today earlier was that we're gonna have some pullbacks and we're just gonna go higher. Yeah, I thought we would go out and we would test this 4180 range today, but that is obviously not the case. We broke above this consolidation area of 4160s, but since then, right here was kind of a really good short entry that I just didn't trust. Hey, now I'm getting a phone call. So I'm going to be muted, but hopefully not for long. Hey, yes. I okay, I'm back. All right, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Now, man, this is some ugly price action. Just kind of melting up slowly, really. Hey, look at me. I didn't forget to unmute. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Wow, there's oil. Oh, this oil trade is like torturing me. Like up here, a short off of this VWAP. Oh man, that would have been a nice play. Then we just consolidate, and then here we finally break out, and then we have a really nice move up to VWAP. Now we are here. It's tempting me to short. Gold at the bottom, at the lows here. There we go. Gold making new lows. Are we going to go all the way down to 2026? Not interested in that. What's ES doing? ES did break out here. Man, I don't know why this just still my bias from earlier, but I really still feel like I'm not going to be surprised if we test the highs again today. But that might be me being an idiot.
Potential TX on CL.
There we go. We have a little bit of resistance here in the 4140 area. Curious if we'll push through that. Now we're testing this 4140.
Potential TX on GC. Draft orders with exhaustion box on GC.
Wow. Gold really. Let's look at the longer term gold here. This is the daily chart on gold. Again, when we had this huge move up and then we ended this day on a doji, it was really a bad signal for gold. Gold on the 60-minute chart faked out to the upside, but this was basically kind of weird. So sometimes gold goes contrary to the market, but then like today it is going with the market, kind of. Like this spike up, it was with the market, and in this when it pulled back, but now the market has recovered and is going higher, but gold keeps going lower. Just kind of weird. All right, so here, this is attempting. We didn't quite make it down to this EMA, but I mean, we basically broke out of this trend. And I would have to say that we're in an uptrend again. We're above the EMA. I mean, right here would technically be an entry long. I missed it. I am too slow. Unfortunately. Yeah, they're still not doing it. Well, we're just kind of slowly taking our time. Here on ES, I might actually, I might go take a break, for lunch, and I'll be back for the afternoon session. I might actually take a little bit of extended lunch again. Weather here is beautiful again, and I might just, wow, there's the breakout to new highs. A little bit sad that I just didn't take, I should have just taken this trade. I was a little bit wary of the price action, seemed very sluggish, but that would have, I mean, it would have met my criteria on an entry right here. We're in a new uptrend, I would consider. But I'm going to take a break. I actually think I'm going to end the stream and then just I'm going to end the stream and then start it back up because my camera is almost dead. So I need to recharge it. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to end the stream and I'm going to start it back up this afternoon. I'll probably be back around 1:30, maybe 2 o'clock, something like that. So thanks for tuning in this morning, and hopefully you will join me again around 1:30, 2 o'clock this afternoon. I appreciate everyone hanging out. So